Yo, what is going on, guys? CO88 MSPY here, and welcome to the Madden 22 franchise, where we will be starting it up with our New York Giants here on Madden 22. Obviously, I'm a big Giants fan, and I thought, what better team to do halfway through the season? They're sitting 3-6, 3-7 because I'm forcing the loss to Tampa Bay since I am starting it afterwards. They have a lot of holes. Quarterback, if you count running back, Saquon Barkley always getting hurt is not the guy he used to be. Offensive line being absolute dog water. Awful offensive coordinator, not able to get Kenny Golladay the ball when he's healthy, not able to get Kadarius Toney the ball. Sterling Shepard, always hurt. There's a lot of holes. Darius Slayton can't catch a football to save his life, and he can't get the ball. There's a lot of holes on this Giants team. Defense is not really playing up to the standard in which it should be, but it's also not awful. Obviously, Xavier Mckinney, James Bradbury leading the way in interceptions, and then one each. And then obviously Dory Jackson had one this week, but it's not going to be on there. So that's just a quick overview of schedule. There's a lot of holes. Now, what we are going to do for this first season is just sim through 2021. Sim through the rest of it. I do want to look, because we do have 51 to 53 players, so I do want to see. We can add a running back. No point in having Casey Kreider. So we can add a running back. Probably because Andrew Thomas is still on IR. He's out 4 weeks still. Oh, okay. So that's not good. So add a tackle, add a guard. Add a right end. Yeah. So I'm just looking at what I need to do. Yeah, and then add a right end. Yeah. There's no point. Wait, is Jerry the second healthy guy? No, Nate Ebner is, so Jerry can just go practice squad. Alright. So we do have a few signings we need to make, so I will go and do that real quick just to fix the roster spots here. So Henry Ruggs is on there, but obviously Henry Ruggs is also in jail. I am going to add a running back. Who should we add? Todd Gurley? Just need an extra depth guy. Nothing too spectacular. How about a receiving back? Jalen Samuels? No. Should we bring back Alfred Morris? Ooh, Josh Adams. I do really like Josh Adams, actually. Alright, bring on Josh Adams. Do need to add a tackle just to back up Matt Peart. Let's bring on a former Giant, Marshall Newhouse. I don't want to sign Russell Okung just for the remainder of the year. Let's just go out and get a young guy, Kyle Hinton, at 6'2", 295 from Washburn. Bring on Kyle Hinton. I do want to add a right end. Right now the entire schooner is thrown off. Like power rushing wise, all that. So that's fine. I'm not really too worried about that. As we are 53 of 53. And now I do want to take a quick look at the draft class that I did load in. I'll load in the updated one of Bengal, meaning top QB is Matt Corral, and then you have Spencer Rattler all the way down here. So just a quick look at the top. Obviously, it's Thibodeau, Neal, Stingley, Hamilton, Corral, Garrett Wilson. A lot of good guys, and a lot of players we do need. Obviously, we did briefly just go through the roster, so we're not going to stick with it. There's a lot of guys on expiring deals who are going to stay there for right now. Right now, I do want to check and make sure my voice is working. know I do want to check. Okay, my voice is working on the stream. All right. So, obviously, there's a lot of expiring deals, and taking a look at the draft picks right now, we're the first overall pick from Chicago. I don't know, but all right, I'll take it. We have third, fourth, fifth. We have a bunch of picks, to say the very least. So, yeah, we had a lot of picks just from the past. Not that matters. Now we are going to lose this game because I did force a loss. So the way that I sim is I kind of just go through and I will show what the stats were for each week. So we did lose 45-28 to Tampa. Daniel Jones did not play that good. Saquon did rush for a touchdown in his first game back. Elijah Penny also did. Kadarius Toney did get a reception. No sacks, no anything. And now, for the sake of this, I am going to go through the depth chart real quick, and I do want to make an adjustment. Kadarius Toney is going to go in over Darius Slayton. It's no point having Slayton this season. Kadarius Toney we want to grow, and he is going to be the one growing. Kick returner can be John Ross, followed by Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney is going to be doing the punt returning. Just two electric players. As now, let's see, 4-7 Eagles, 3-7 Giants. As we will actually beat Philly 31-28. That's actually pretty good. Obviously, we basically are the playoffs. Andrew Thomas is ready to be upgraded. Still out 2 weeks. We'll upgrade his pass protection. Probably the best offensive lineman we have on the team. Easily one of the best ones IRL this year. Nick Gates is ready to be upgraded. He's hurt, though. It's going to be interesting to see if we do decide for him to come back. I don't know how that is going to work once he's healthy and what we decide to do with him. That's okay. And then we have an irrelevant guy, TJ Brunson, obviously tore his ACL. So that's just TJ Brunson. Now, big game here against Miami. See what happens. Scouting is on auto, so I'm not quite worried about that, as we do get a win there against Miami. So we are now 5-7. I don't know why the standings say 4-7. We're 5-7. We're second in the NFC East now. That's okay. We're on the comeback to win it. Running back Josh Adams ready for an upgrade, at least of him. Dallas obviously sitting, 8-4, I think? Yeah. Now we're going up against Chargers, 8-4. Be surprised if we won that game. Yeah, we lost. We were able to put up points. We're putting up points, which is good. But we lost that game. Lose to Dallas there. So yeah, so we're 100% out. But let's see if maybe we could. Anyway, I know I'm never one for a high draft pick. Like, yes, it makes a lot of sense, and I like it. But if you're good at drafting, you can find a good player anywhere. And that's the way I look at it. Upgrade Xavier McKinney. He's having a good year. I'm honest. Ben Bredesen, ready for an upgrade. Upgrade his agileness. So I forgot this man exists. Alrighty, now we play here against Philly. As we sweep Philly at least this year. Screw Philly. upgrade Kyle Hinton. He's a nice young guard. We can potentially see grow. I mean, we also have who upgrading West Martin, yeah. So you do have one new injury, great. Who's injured? Saquon. Leonard Williams, so he's basically done for the year, that doesn't matter. Somehow Blake Martinez is uninjured. Andrew Thomas can return from IR, so let's let him start the last few games. Who else can return from IR? That would actually be helpful. Dante Pettis. Let's remove him from IR. There we go. Now having to cut 2 people. Let's see, we just brought back our starting left tackle and Thomas. Which means Marshall Newhouse can go. Not Matt Peter. And then we just brought back Dante Pettis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd rather keep 7 than Cullen Gillespie. I don't even know why. Alright. I don't know why he's on the team. Alright, 6-9 team. Doesn't really matter who wins. Because I still have that too. As we get the loss, let's see if we can end on a high note here against Washington. Mike Glennon, 6-foot god of a quarterback. Ready to be upgraded. Upgrade him there. And then we have Gary Brightwell, who I actually do like. I don't ever see him really being anything but like in the time and what he has shown with us. I mean, somehow he's rushed for 3 touchdowns this year. I mean, it actually hasn't been awful. Obviously, he rushed for touchdowns there. I know I did not negotiate with anyone. That's because I like to do all my negotiating at the end. If I do a sim here, as we can fill stats, we lost against Washington, I think. I don't know. Todd Walters will be fired. Thomas Quinn. Just get rid of the offense because that was a pretty awful offense. We did 135-32. Just it was pretty awful, but logically it's Jason Garrett there. Fire him. Daniel Jones 22-15, 391, 3,981. Yeah. Saquon Barkley almost rushed for 10 touchdowns. Devontae Booker with 114, 405, and 3. Nearly 1,000 yards for Barkley, too, so that's good. Daniel Jones had 3 rushing touchdowns. Elijah Penny with 3 as well. Gary Brightwell with 3. So a lot of rushing touchdowns there. Receiving-wise, Sterling Shepard, 71 for 890 and 5. Evan Engram, 69, 724, and 7. So he really turned it up there at the end. Kenny Golladay did not have a receiving touchdown, nor over 1,000 yards. 635, 47 in his first year. Kadarius Toney, 48, 545, and 3. Barkley had 2, Slayton had 2, Booker had 1, Ross had 1, Kyle Rudolph had 1. Yeah. Blocking-wise, Daniel Jones was sacked 35 times, so a low but still high. Sad when Tate Crowder leads your teams in tackles. Sack-wise, Leonard Williams put up 11. So Williams had a good closure to his year. Obviously, he had 5.5. He put up 11, which is what he had last year, so earning that contract. The rookies, Zizo Jalari, 63, 7.5. Lorenzo Carter, 53, 4.5. Austin Johnson, Dexter Lawrence, each with 3. Ragland, 1.5. Crowder with 1. Peppers with 1 before he got injured. Shelton with 1. Quincy Roche with 1. Obviously, that key sack there against Oakland or Las Vegas. Keon Croissant with 1. And Darnay Holmes with half. Cano, 26 for 30. Also 1 block. Dixon downed 13 instead of 20 with 10 touchbacks. John Ross, pretty good returner. Kadarius Toney had a punt return. That's why he's going to be our punt return. Now, taking a look at around the league in general, Brady led in passing yards, most completions, Brady, most attempts is Mahomes. Touchdown-wise, Tom Brady at 46, most interceptions, Brady and Mahomes with 18, Taylor Heinicke with 17. Daniel Jones had 15, which was kind of high. Is what it is, though. Attempts-wise, most carries, Najee Harris, most yards, Nick Chubb. James Conner with 18 touchdowns. Damn. That Arizona playbook. Cooper Kupp, 122 catches. Most yards, obviously, Cooper Kupp. How about touchdowns? Who led in touchdowns? Mike Evans there with 14. Defensively, most tackles, Devin White. Most assisted, Ola Kuhn. Most total tackles, Bobby Wagner. Tackles for loss, Nick Bosa. Most sacks, Myles Garrett at 18.5. Interceptions, Trayvon Diggs with 8. That's about it. Anyone? Michael Parsons, the rookie, at 12.5. Yeah. Kicking wise, anyone perfect on the year kicking that played full season? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. All right. So that's around the first year of the league. Like I said, we don't really do anything. I know we fired an offensive coordinator. I am going to fire a defense coordinator. I do really like Thomas Quinn, but there is going to be a scheme change. I'm not going to be doing like that anymore. I do want to change the view of the team. I do want to switch to a base 4-3. I'm going to fix everyone around to fit the 4-3 scheme. I do like the vertical zone run. That can keep, just because I feel like we do fit that scheme a lot already. And we can keep it. Now, I do want to switch to a 4-3 defense. Let's run Philly's defense for the 4-3. And then we'll take it from there. I will do the staff moves later. I do want to sim at least 1 week. I do want to hire a new offensive coordinator. Is there a vertical zone run guy? There's a West Coast zone run at Mac Williams. How about a vertical zone? Yeah, Nick Gregory. Should we give him a shot? I know he has no talent trees, no anything. Should we give him a shot? I'm going to hold off there. How about defensive-wise? And we just had Thomas Quinn, so we're not going to go there. How about a 4-3? Is there a base 4-3 guy available? Joe Evans. He has 1-1. Alright, cool. So we got our base guy there in in Joe Evans. Hire Joe Evans. We got him. Gonna hold off on the offensive coordinator side for now. Somehow we have 60. I don't want to focus on upgrading all of him for now. Alright, are all the offensive coordinators the same? Yeah. Let's go with Nick Gregory. I don't know what. Oh, I didn't mean to fire him. Crap. First wrong button. Alright, well, he runs Dan Campbell's offensive playbook, so we'll do that. I meant to upgrade him. I didn't mean to fire him. I'm actually really liking it. Nick Gregory, Joe Evans. Yeah. A lot. I'm talent here is I do want to not auto-subscribe. We are going to switch now to the Lions playbook. I'm kind of scared because it is the Lions, but honestly, at this point, we had one of the worst offenses last year. There's nothing to lose. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Yeah, we had one of the worst offenses in the NFL last year, 19, 18, 27, yeah. Was it one of the worst defenses? I don't know. Alright, so we do have a Pro Bowl. Anyone for us make it? Eli Penny made it. James Bradbury made it. Xavier McKinney. Oh, nice. So we have 3 Pro Bowlers. Alright. 3 Pro Bowlers made it for us. Super Bowl is Dallas and the Chargers. Please, Chargers, win it. We'll view yearly awards in the recap afterwards. Dallas will win the Super Bowl. So the 2021 recap. Dallas has won their 6th Super Bowl in franchise history. Neal is the Super Bowl MVP for Dallas. Josh Allen is your NFL MVP as well as the Offensive Player of the Year. Mike McCarthy is your Coach of the Year out in Dallas. So we have the defending Super Bowl champions to take down this year if we want to win the NFC East. Myles Garrett is your Defensive Player of the Year after putting up 18.5 sacks. Najee Harris, Offensive Rookie of the Year after having a spectacular rookie season that consisted of, I think, 12, 13 touchdowns, around 1,600 yards. Micah Parsons is also your Defensive Rookie of the Year after putting up 12.5 sacks. Giants obviously passed on him to trade back. So it would be interesting to see that. Now, heading into the re-sign stage, like I said, we simmed the first year just to head straight into the offseason. See what we got. Mock draft 1, because obviously we missed the true mock draft 1 by simming this year. So looking at mock draft 1, right now Jacksonville is the first overall. That's Kayvon Thibodeau with Corral. Expected to go to Detroit. Where's our first pick? We do not pick until 10. That is extremely tough. So we pick at 10 and then we pick at 14. Right now they're projecting us to get out 2 offensive linemen. Wouldn't be surprised if we do, honestly. Don't know who I'm going to go with. Don't know what is going to be going on as I do have to cut 1 player. Let's get rid of Hilliard. I don't really care. Made me cut 1 player there. Don't know why. We have 26 ready to negotiate with, I don't even know how much cap room. Mike Glennon. Actually, Mike Glennon's arm strength sucks, but he's accurate. He can also barely move. I can get a better guy. Sorry, Mike. At the running back position, Josh Adams. I don't think Adams really did much last year if he even got in, did he? No, he didn't. All right, so Josh Adams, I do like you. You can go. Fullback position, Eli Penny, our Pro Bowl fullback. Thing is, we barely have any cap room to even work with. Who is key to signing? Evan Engram really turned up last year. We don't have the cap room for anyone. Yeah, we don't have the cap room for anyone, so we have to let majority of everyone walk. Yeah, that's what happens when you have an incompetent GM in Dave Gettleman. Luckily, in this franchise, let's pretend he got fired and replaced, with me. So we are now lacking in a lot of positions, but the good thing about letting them walk is that we're not completely screwed. First off, Devontae Booker is getting up there in age. I feel like we can find a better backup and younger backup there. Sterling Shepard is going to stay. What sucks is Kenny Golladay. Did he regress? Yeah, Golladay regressed a lot, which is kind of bad. He's still really good, though, so hopefully we can get him up and get his development up. Darius Slayton, I'm going to move for a pick. Obviously, he would help keep our receiving core young. There's really no need for him. I can't afford a guy like he got caught. Oh no, he's on the Rams, isn't he? Is he still on the Rams, or can they not afford to bring him back anyway? No, he's still on the Rams. All right, whatever. Now, what's the team with the top need in wide receiver? The Browns are 3. Is there any other higher team than 3 that needs a wide receiver? Steelers are 3, and they can afford him. No. Let's go Steelers. Let's see if I can pry away something decent from the Steelers. How about a second round? Can I get a second round pick for Darius Slayton? Almost. I can get a third for him, which I will take because Slayton has massive butterfingers. And we have Kadarius Toney. We don't really need him there. We also do have Farrell Cooper, Alec Bachman, David Sills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just keep all them for now and then figure out. Kyle Rudolph massively went down, and he has a $5 million cap hit. Cut him off, saved that cap room. Matt Peart, you are going to be sliding over to right tackle for you to grow, just because you might even be the starting right tackle next year. It's not ideal if you are. That's a given. It's not ideal if you are, but there's a chance you might be. Nick Gates is still hurt, so I can't cut him. Would like to save that cap room and bring him up on a new deal, but you can't there. Did we actually fit around the scheme already, or what is it? It's a run. Oh, well, we switched to a 4-3. Hold up. We switched to a 4-3. So, Dexter Lawrence, you are going to be moving into the defensive tackle role because we are now in a 4-3. Raymond Johnson is a power rusher. I'm pretty sure power rusher, we don't need a power rusher, I'm pretty sure. Leonard Williams, you're going to slide inside as well. Raymond Johnson, you can just sit there for now while I figure out a spot for you. Quincy Roche is a speed rusher. Trent Harris is a speed rusher, but we don't need 1,000 speed rushers. First off, I want to switch around all the guys who I do know I need to be on the outside. That is going to be Azeez Ojulari. Azeez Ojulari is coming off of a 7.5 sack rookie season, I think. So he's going to be pretty good. O'Shane Zimenez, IRL, has just not had a good season. He's not even really where he needs to be. Nico Lalos, don't see anyone fitting in there. Completely forget he's even on the team. And then Ellerson Smith can just stay for now. Right now, just one speed rusher. Corner-wise, Adoree Jackson. Did Adoree Jackson even finish with an interception last year? I've completely forgot to check. Yeah, he had 1. How many did Bradbury finish with? Bradbury finished with 4. Okay, cool. Darnay Holmes, did you finish with any? No, you did not. Okay. We do have Rodarius. Kadar Hallman, I don't really see a need for him. Same thing with Stephen Parker. I mean, if we could just get off these little contracts too and keep Logan Ryan as well as Xavier McKinney. And then we have Julian Love, who I'm perfectly fine with starting at strong safety, and I can even slide over Xavier McKinney into the strong safety role too, and I think that actually is what I am going to do, is slide McKinney over to the strong safety spot. Julian Love is not that power-hitting guy, so Julian Love is going to be the future free safety. Xavier McKinney is going to be the future at strong safety. It's just a simple scheme fit. Julian Love doesn't really have high hit power, at least I don't think. Logically, he shouldn't. He's not that big of a hitter. He's more of a free range, free safety, meaning they just let him run around everywhere. Yeah, his hit power is only 52. So he was a corner turn safety, so he really shouldn't be that good. Sam Sloman can get cut. Marley Dixon has really regressed as a punter IRL and in this, so we'll just cut him off. So we have pick 10, 14, 42, 71, 74, 76, 110, 138, 157, 170, and 202. So we have a lot of picks. Taking a look now at the combine results. I haven't even checked free agency yet. A lot of combine results are still out. Actually, Thibodeau ran a 4.53. Oh my goodness. First overall pick, 100% to Jacksonville. So, anyway, for right now, let's see how much cap room we have. It said we have 33. After all the cuts, we have 44. 44 mil spent. Devontae Adams most likely is going to be Seattle's Seahawk. Don't know who I'm going to go after. Cortland Sutton is an interesting name, but we do not need another wide receiver. I mean, obviously it sucks that Kenny Golladay went down, but we did just give him that new massive contract. I can't get rid of that. I don't want to go out and get another QB, also known as Kaepernick or Jameis. I'd rather just wait, not pay. The top need right now is a tight end. Evan Engram has a market, and I'm perfectly fine with letting him walk just because of 6'3". I'd much rather go out and get a Robert Tonyan here. If I can. Don't know why it's not letting me. Let me back out. Go back in. I'd much rather go out and get a Robert Tonyan here. Just because... Why can't I get anyone? Is free agency on auto? Did I accidentally put it on auto? I can't go out and get anyone. It's like not letting me bid on anyone. I'm gonna have to load out it for this franchise loan back in. Yeah, like it's not letting me go out and get Von Miller. Is this like glitched? Or like what's happening? Oh my. Alright. Whatever, let's load out and load back in. Hopefully that fixes it. Otherwise I got no clue what to do. So we have 48 mil to spend. Okay, yeah, fix it. Alright. So back to what I was saying. I would like to bring back Engram just because of his speed and everything, but his hands, honestly, are not the best. I know he is coming off of a good year. You can't block, though. Logically, I think a cheaper option and one of the better decisions to do is to bring on Robert Tonyan. Just on a 4-year deal. I know he's 28. 4-year deal will take him until he's 32. And he probably won't be as good as then. But just looking at his skill set, he can hold on to the football. He's decently fast. He's not as fast as Engram, but he can still turn upfield. He can get upfield. Isn't the best route runner, but we don't need him that much. He can catch in the end zone, which is the biggest thing. Giants, we had one of the worst red zone offenses last season. To get him, he can block for Saquon semi. He can, catch the ball in the end zone. It's what makes the most sense there. Looking at the offensive line, there's really no one that can help. James Daniels actually hit. He can help. James Daniels can help and might even invest in him. I mean, Patrick McCarry too, but I'd much rather go out. Get the fix, yeah. James Daniels can fix. He's not going to fix this offensive line, but when we have one of the worst offensive lines in football, I'm willing to pay up. Sign him to a 4-year deal. Will 94 get the job done? No, it won't. We have to go up. Let's go 7 with 270. Will this get the job done? As of right now, it is. I am going to go up a tiny bit more. I need to ensure that we get him. Hopefully, we lock him up there. There's no really market. Alright, a guy like Eric Fisher doesn't have a market, which I'm perfectly fine with going after him in the second round of free agency right now. I want to try to lock up everyone who I can. The guard market is not that good. Now there's the center market. So we have some room to work with. Yeah, we have some room to work with to fix. Except the tackle market is not that big. I'm not going to be going after Macari. I'm not going to be... I know we need a run stopper one on this side. Justin Jones is an interesting guy. We're already locked up on the defensive tackle spot. I think one of the biggest guys I do have interest in in the run-stopping spot is Ndamukong Suh. Or maybe Deshaun Hond. Probably Deshaun Hond a lot, actually. Just because he's younger, he's only 26, so there's a lot more room we can have to work with there. I can sign him to a one-year prove-it deal, which is actually what I am going to offer him. And then we do have Azeez Ojulari, who is going to be the true starter. I am going to offer a one-year deal to Dorrance Armstrong there. Luckily for defense, we don't really have too many holes to fix, except for our linebacker spot, which can be an easy fix. Quincy Roche is also going to... I forgot to switch Quincy Roche over to the left end spot, so that is what I am going to do, or to the right end spot. So that's what I'm going to do right now and see how he is, just because I do actually like Quincy Roche too. I mean, he had 1.5 sacks or 1 sack last year, and it was a key sack. He got pressure a lot. Let's see. I don't think he's going to go up. Actually, he did. He went up 1. I'll take it, all right. Honestly, Azeez starting with Quincy Roche as backup is perfectly fine with me, so I'm not even going to offer Dorrance Armstrong. I'm going to save that cap. I am going to need a backup run. Actually, I have Raymond Johnson I'm perfectly fine with over there. Do want to go out and get a run-stopping backer. Marquel Lee's interesting. Actually, yeah. Marquel Lee's actually a guy I do really like. So we have Cam Brown, who fits that run-stopping scheme anyway. Let's offer Marquel Lee a 2-year deal. Just come on and be one of the true guys. Eric Wilson, former Eagle. Pair him up with Blake Martinez. We'll see. We run a 4-3, so that's not really a need. We need, a pass coverage guy on this side. Offer a 1-year deal to Hewitt, and then I'll work a safety in to a deal. Corner-wise, I'm perfectly fine with rolling out with Bradbury, Adoree, and Darnay Holmes, but if I can get a cheap second corner, then maybe I'll go after it. First off, I do want to get a run-supporting guy, Clinton Dix. 6'1", 211. Is there a heavier safety? Nah. $215 for Jaron Curry. Ooh. Carl Joseph doesn't really fit it. A 1-year deal. Let's trust Carl Joseph with it. All right. Now, I do really like Darnay Holmes. If I can get Chris Harris Jr. on a cheap 1-year deal, he's still a really, really good corner. Let's see. And then, before I do, just because I know that we are spending a decent amount of money right now on players, do I want to offer one of the tackles now? No. What I do want to do is see if I can get Tariq Cohen for cheap. Yeah, 1-year deal for Cohen. What's good is a lot of our deals are 1 years. Or like 1-year prove-it deals too. So it's not going to be the most hectic. Sim, week 1 here in the offseason. See who we get. See who we miss out on. We got a lot, but we missed out on the biggest free agent. We did not get James Daniels, which hurts a lot because he was going to be our best offensive lineman sliding in. And now we missed out on him. We did get some playmakers, in my opinion, that does change. Robert Tonyan, Tariq Cohen, Charles Harris, Marquel Lee. We did get a lot of guys who can come in and help, but James Daniels, missing out on him hurts a lot. But let's focus on the guys who we did get before we hop in to the next round. We did land Tariq Cohen. He had 14 carries for 52 yards and 7 for 67 last year. Obviously, he was injured. Is one of the best punt returners in the NFL, looking at his return ability. It's only an 88, so maybe not one of the best. Might even stick with Kadarius Toney still, but he was an electric punt returner back in the day. Obviously out of North Carolina A&T. hurting out on him misses, but I still have faith in some of the players. We do have Robert Tonyan. He's still hurt with the ACL tear. He should be healthy come this season. Obviously, 18-204 and 2 touchdowns after the before the ACL tear. 2 years ago is when he really broke out, 586 and 11 touchdowns. If he could be that red zone guy again, I will be a happy camper. Did not do anything to upgrade this offensive line because James Daniel got hurt, so now it's going to be a big part of this free agency round. Markel Lee did sign with us. He only had 9 tackles and a sack for Vegas last year. He's going to slide in as a starting outside linebacker. We do also have Neville Hewitt for the right outside. He had 24 tackles last year for Minnesota. Is obviously coming off 177 tackles for the Jets. We did go out and sign Chris Harris to be the slot corner behind Adoree Jackson. Might even play outside with Chargers last year, 55-2. He's going to be a slot with Darnay Holmes and Adoree. Yeah. Looking here, Carl Joseph played last year with the Browns. I think the last 2 years. Or no, he played with Carolina last year, 31 tackles, no sacks. So my focus for Carl Joseph is going to be to see if he can make a career out of becoming a linebacker, making that switch. I know he's not anywhere really near the size to be a right outside linebacker, but his coverage skills help fit us. His coverage skills help fit it, and he actually he goes down, but he doesn't go down that bad. And we do need a punter. So James Daniel declined us, so at least we get that cap room back, but I'd much rather have had him because we only have around $17 million to still spend anyway. So it's not like getting him or not getting him saved a lot. It still backed out. All right, punter-wise, let's just go out 1 year deal. Let's get Matt Hack. Now there is a little bit more of a market there for Eric Fisher, and I think on a 1 year deal, Eric Fisher does make a ton of sense just to start out there. Don't even know what to do for this O-line. I'm completely fine with Nick Gates starting at center. Next year, Forrest Lamp's a good guy. I do need a starting guard. I think Forrest Lamp's the ideal player there. Let's go Riley Reef. Really don't want to get into a bidding war for Forrest Lamp. Juju Smith-Schuster's here too. There's actually a lot of good players still available at the wide receiver position. Not going to, but actually that's a lie. I am Devin Funchess. Just to get an extra O-line body in there. Collect the assembly. We'll take it from there, yeah. Alrighty. I assume we are going to get the majority of them. So I didn't get Hand either. That is a tough no-go, meaning now we're in the position for a right end. We did land a few other players to help out, such as Devin Funchess. He's going to be helping out in the receiving game, mainly most likely in the red zone game. He did have 13 catches for 158 last year for Philly. I wouldn't expect him to do too much. My biggest thing right now is to try to get players who are going to help out in the red zone. Devin Funchess is definitely one of those guys. Just at 6'4". Obviously, Colin Johnson 6'6". Galladay at 6'4". Red zone was something we really, really struggled in, so I'm trying to get that fixed. I'm going to cut Alex Bachman as well to save a little bit of cap room. So we did get collectively Osemele, who right now is going to slide in as a starting guard, and we did bring on Riley Reef. So did upgrade the O-line a little bit. Obviously, Riley Reef is better at run blocking than pass blocking, but we did have a bad rush offense last year. Osemele, same way, but he's actually more decent in general. Just trying to get guys who can slide in and play. So it's more of the offensive focus there anyway. And we did get a punter, and that doesn't really matter, his stats. All right, lastly, obviously we do have power workouts. We now have around 10 mil to spend or 11 mil since Deshaun Hand declined us. It sucks he declined us, but we get that money back now. And a guy like Ndamukong Suh is still available. Now, I do actually want to see, is there a cheaper option that I could do? A Vernon Butler, 330. Could put him on the inside, put Leonard Williams back on the outside. Just because he's not fast, I don't think. Is he fast? What's his speed? Yeah, speed 65 is not that fast. Actually, it's not that good, but better than nothing. Nick Martin. It's either Nick Martin or Gates. I'd rather go with Gates for right now. And then backup can be a cheap Jake Hansen. Yeah. Alrighty, advance next week. Not really much going on. As I lose connection to EA servers. Sometimes it does that, so I'm not really worried about it. Ah, goodness gracious, sign into EA, come on. Alright, cool. So we got Butler and Hansen. So we can view the free agency recap. So looking around the NFL, who went where, who did not go anywhere. And we will figure that out. So the top two QBs, or the top three, or the top four QBs, we'll go with the top four. Jameis Winston is Miami Dolphins, so Tua should now be on the market. Colin Kaepernick went to Washington on a one-year deal. I prefer that to be a one-year deal than anything. Jacoby Brissett also went to Washington. So they invested in two QBs. And then Marcus Mariota to Miami. So both two QB markets went out, and then Mitchell Trubisky's a Steeler. Melvin Gordon is a Jet. Marlon Mack is a Dolphins. The Dolphins investing a lot of money. There's some of the top looks there. Forgot to go out and get a fullback, so that's something. The top wide receiver, Devontae Adams, is a Seattle Seahawk. Cortland Sutton to the Jets. Michael Gallup to the Chargers. Christian Kirk to the Jaguars. Will Fuller to the 49ers. Juju is a Lion. Henry Ruggs, of course, he goes to Philly. He's in jail for the rest of his life, though. DJ Chark to Miami. Jacoby Myers to the Colts. Jameson Crowder to the Dolphins. Evan Engram to the Colts. So he chose the Colts over Jacksonville. We got Tonyan as a second tight end. Hayden Hurst to the Jags. Obviously still available was Gronk. Teron Armstead to the Bengals. Lincoln Tomlinson to the Bengals. So Bengals getting their left side all settled. Karras to the Raiders. Fixing their offensive line as the Bengals. They go out now and get Austin Blythe. James Daniels to the Bills. David DeCastro to the Lions. Bengals go out and get Forrest Lamp too, so they're reinvesting their O-line, something I tried to do, and Patrick McCarry to the Bengals. They literally just spent all their money on free agency. Ingram back to the Chargers, obviously Vernon there to the Lions. Tim Settle there. Frank Clark to the Bucks. Derek Barnett to the Jags. Hand to the Seahawks. Keanu Neal to the Bengals. Former Giant. Lorenzo Carter to the Raiders. Dante Hightower to the Chargers. Devondre Campbell to the Bengals. The Bengals had a lot of money to spend, and they used it. Von Miller to the Steelers. Oh my God, T.J. Watt and Von Miller pass rush. Holy Lord. Bryce Callahan to the Steelers. Carlton Davis to Jacksonville. Another Steelers guy, Levi Wallace. Bengals, Russell Douglas really fixing around their team. Jesse Bates to the Colts, McCourty to the Seahawks. Quandre Diggs to the Eagles. Malik Hooker there to the Raiders. Jabril Peppers to the Raiders. Ricardo Allen to Jacksonville. Adrian Phillips there. Tracy Walker. Young Hoku to the Colts. AJ Cole there. So a lot of key people are still available, like Gronk, Kareem Jackson, Antonio Brown, Jason Barrett, Jack Fox, Raheem Mostert, Corey Orchard. No, Dominican Sue's still available, and he would actually be a good fit for us. We'll see, though. We'll see. As the draft is coming up. I know right now we do have Vernon Butler on the team. I'm going to keep him as defensive tackle for now before I load him in, just because I want to see what we can fix around, who we can draft, who can go where. Thibodeau is a projected first overall pick. What a grab he would be if we could go out and get him. Logically, I don't see Jacksonville. I see Jacksonville picking him. I don't see Jacksonville trading it. That's the thing. They need Thibodeau. They need the playmakers. I mean, they need a lot, though. I'd rather have the 2 first overall picks to work with. We're not just one playmaker away from winning. We're a bunch of different holes. There goes Kayvon Thibodeau, the right end from Oregon. He's going to be a beast. The Lions, will they go Corral? Will they stick with Goff? They do go Matt Corral. So the Ole Miss QB most likely makes Jared Goff available. Now, he does have one of the largest contracts in the NFL, 30, 31. He's not going to be a guy that I go after to replace Daniel Jones. Most definitely not. If we do decide, Daniel Jones is getting another year, because even a good QB behind this O-line is going to not be that good. The Jets, who will the Jets go? So the Jets go out and get a playmaker at the cornerback spot. Derek Stingley Jr. from LSU. Looking at their roster, they did really need a corner. He's going to slide in probably right away and be that true starting corner. Obviously, they do have Grant Haley. Didn't really do much. Mike Hughes they signed, as well as Bryce Hall. They needed a corner. They go out, get Derek Stingley. He's probably going to be a playmaker right away. Now the Texans, with the 4th overall, Texans will go free safety Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame. So the playmaking free safety is headed to Texas for Houston. They did not really need a free safety or a strong safety, but they'll find a role for Kyle Hamilton. That's a given. As Philly needs a wide receiver, need a bunch of different things, as they will go one of the best left tackles, if not the best tackle prospect in the draft, Evan Neal. That's a killer. Last year was Devontae Smith. This year, it's Evan Neal. They needed O-lineman. Obviously, they do have Jordan Mailata. They'll figure out a way to make it work. Evan Neal is now a Philadelphia Eagle. It's interesting where they took him, why they took him, but they'll find a place for Evan Neal. Now, the Jets are back up, 6th overall. The Jets will go Aiden Hutchinson, the pass rusher from Michigan. Pretty sure the Jets find a spot for him. Now, 7th, the Eagles will go Garrett Wilson. So they land a wide receiver to pair up with Devonta Smith. They go out and land a tackle/guard. There goes DeMarvin Leal. And one pick before the Giants, the Broncos will go George Karlaftis out of Purdue. So looking to replace Von Miller is Denver. They go out and get a pass rusher, as now bunch of different players still on the board now for the Giants. Malik Willis is an interesting one if you do want to go out and get a QB. I mean, he's not really going to fit the scheme. He's fast though. He'd be a fun player for the Giants if they were to go QB. Don't really see us in the need for a quarterback, especially when we have no one to block for him. I think logically the pick here is to go out and get a tackle. Ikem Ikwanu is definitely one of the top guys. Hidden Dev, good strength, decent speed, not that it matters. He's a tackle. Good lead block, good pass block, good run block. I really like this pick. He's hopefully going to grow into an elite player, and that also makes him, he's going to be sliding in at the starting right tackle, which means we can now make Riley Reef expandable in this draft, because we do have Matt Peart. I would like to make Reef expandable. Don't know what team has any interest in him whatsoever. The Jets need a right tackle. They're not going to be heavily interested, but if we can just get his contract off our 5th-round pick, I will be happy. I can't get it off our 5th-round pick. How about a next year 6th, just to get his contract off? Yeah, okay. Just because we did just go out and land, there's no point in having Riley Reef. The Vikings will go out and take Chris Olave, the Ohio State wideout. There goes Charles Cross, so one of my options there, and there goes Drake London out of USC. So we are now sitting here with some options. We can go Trevor Penning out of Northern Iowa. 6'7", 209. Doesn't seem the best guy, though. I don't want to take a chance on him. Nakobe Dean's interesting, too. Georgia, Taylor Burks. We don't need anything like that. I think my top guy on the board now, fill it out. Go out, get the fastest center. He's strong. He can do it all. I think the right pick here is Tyler Lindbaum, another hidden dev center. We need to turn around this O-line. We go out and get another tackle compared to pair up with Thomas. We go out and get a center. It's just the guard spots now that are extremely weak. But we'll see what happens. The Falcons will go Drake Jackson out of USC. The Eagles, with their 3rd first-rounder, goes Nakobe Dean. The Lions already went quarterback. They go wide receiver to pair up with 2 SEC guys. They go with Matt Corral to pair up with Treylon Burks. The Browns at 18 will go Jordan Davis, the big defensive tackle out of Georgia. The Bills there will go Trevor Penning out of Northern Iowa, so an FCS guy goes first. Texas A&M prospect Kenyon Green to the Dolphins. The Ravens will select Khair Alam out of Florida as they go out and get a wide receiver that they need. Trevin Walker out of Georgia to New England. There goes Sam Howell, quarterback prospect, to Tampa Bay. So Tom Brady is about to be having a field day. There goes Jameson Williams, the wide receiver, Alabama, as now the Saints are up here at pick 25. The Saints are an interesting team. I can see them going with Malik Willis, and now I am interested in trading with them because I do really like Malik Willis, and I think he would fit good in this offense. Now, I don't want to move Daniel Jones in the deal. I really don't want to move Daniel Jones in the deal. I know we are replacing him, so I'm going to leave it. Let's see. Kenny Pickett's the quarterback. It's not Malik Willis. It's Kenny Pickett. The Panthers will go Desmond Ridder, so Malik Willis is falling. There goes Malik Willis. So 3 straight QBs go on a run. Malik Willis is an Oakland Raider. That helps me with my decision a lot. Ahmad Gardner there to Cincinnati. Andrew Booth to Cleveland. There goes Devin Lloyd out of Utah. The Chargers will go Daxton Hill, and Dallas, to close out the first round, will take Jalen Catalan, free safety from Arkansas. So that's the first round. Jacksonville, to start off day 2, we'll go Nicholas Petit-Frere out of Ohio State, the left tackle. The Lions went QB, they went wide receiver. Now they go defense, Brendan Smith, Penn State. There goes Cameron Thomas, a pass rusher from San Diego State to Seattle, so staying close Texans will go George Pickens, wide receiver from Georgia. It's actually a really interesting pick there. Philly will go Christian Harris from Alabama, linebacker. Obviously, they lost Eric Wilson. Placed him with Christian Harris. There goes Kingsley Nagabari. The Dolphins will take Trent McDuffie, corner from Washington. Football team goes Carson Strong, quarterback from Nevada. And then Denver will take Jahan Dotson, the playmaker from Penn State, which will bring the Giants back up. Remember, they went two offensive linemen in the first round. Will they go 3 with Zion Johnson? He's still on the board. A guy such as Kenneth Walker still on the board as well. John Mechie III, the playmaking wide receiver out of Alabama. Zion Johnson is a very interesting guy. I mean, they have already kind of turned around this offensive line. Adding Zion Johnson just makes it my oh my. 3 first rounders now. Or three offensive linemen go off the board for the Giants. Zion Johnson, pretty solid blocker, do you think? Should be a day 1 starter. I mean, at least he better be. There goes Roger McCary, Jordan Battle. The fact that Kenneth Walker just went there, too. Cincinnati. There goes John Mechie to replace Julio Jones. Obviously, they lost him last year, but took a while to replace another Alabama wide receiver. There goes Isaiah Spiller, Texas A&M running back. Michael Wright. There goes Sean Ryan, the guard from UCLA. Breece Hall, the running back from Iowa State, goes. David Bell from Purdue. Gives Bill Belichick a little option. Jermaine Johnson, left end from there. Jackson Kirkland to the Saints. The Jets will take Trey McBride. So the first tight end goes off the board, and it's Trey McBride. Majai Sanders, pass rusher from Cincinnati, goes. There goes Will McDonald, the 4th pass rusher from Ohio State, goes. JT Daniels, QB. Don't know why they took a QB with Mahomes. There goes Adam Anderson, Decon Brisker from Penn State. And to close out round 2, Storm Duck. As now we have Jacksonville to start off round 3. There goes Brandon Joseph. The Lions will go out and take Josh Jobe from Alabama. There goes Deron Kendrick, a corner there from Georgia. Former ideal first-round pick did not go. As there goes Ed Ingram. Jalen Weidemeyer was originally one of the top tight ends. He goes to Philly there. And there goes Zion Nelson from Miami. So now the Giants are up. They went offensive line for the first 3 picks. For their first 3 picks. I mean, if you can't even see who's drafted, but they went guard, center, and tackle. As now it's going to be interesting to see where they go here. I think defensive tackle is a potential pick, but they decide to go Kyron Williams from Notre Dame, 5'9", 195. He's 23, so a little bit older. Solid speed, solid excel, solid jumping and change of direction. Isn't the best at carrying. Can't really catch. See where he fits in. Might not have been that good of a pick, but they needed another running back. They had him there. Football team will go Lewis Sign from Georgia. There goes Haskell Garrett. This will bring back up New York. At 6'5", 260. He looks like a beast. So the Giants will go back-to-back Notre Dame picks. Isaiah Foskey, good speed coming off the edge, solid strength, good excel, good agility. Definitely a player that we can work with there at the right end spot from Notre Dame. Good pick. And with the 11th pick, Vikings go Tyron Munford, which will bring back up New York for the first, and then their next pick won't be until the 4th round. But the Giants are back up. They went 2 straight Notre Dame players there. They went offense and defense once again. Wendell Robinson is an interesting guy, as well as Uzawarki. It could be Daniel Falaire's a guy who I do like too. I'm not going to do it though. The pick I am going to do is Brian. Am I going to go Osama? Really good man. He's a coverage linebacker. He is a coverage linebacker. Might not be the ideal pick, but he can grow. That's actually a pretty solid pick. I do really like that there. So we do go out and get Brian Osama. Probably is going to be more of an outside guy than an inside guy, but there's stuff to work with. Tyler Vrabel, Boston College goes tackle there to Cincinnati, as we do have a few players still available. I think right now I want to go for the best depth pick, and Cade Otton is one of them. Is not the fastest tight end, more of a pretty decent blocking tight end, but I think that with his deep route being really good, he could be a really good seam tight end to work with Tonyan. Yeah. Now we are here, 5th round, Isaiah Likely, Coastal Carolina tight end, just goes. There is a lot of players still available who I do have interest in. A bunch of day 3 guys, obviously, because we are in the 5th round, so a bunch of day 3 guys, I'm not really quite sure. Xavier Thomas is a nice guy. No really heavy guys you want to go. I would like to add another defensive tackle. I mean, Corey Durden is an interesting guy. Awful at tackling, though. We don't need that. Seeing how many tackles we probably missed last year. Don't need to add a corner. Don't need to add really anything like that. Do need to add a fullback, though. Let's go Floyd Pirine. Stiff arm good, spin move good. Let's go Floyd Pirine. It's actually, I do really like that actually. First fullback off the board from Wisconsin. Tyler Shaw just went from Texas Tech. Spencer Rattler is still available. I know he's a UDFA now. Was one of the best QBs at one point, though. I gotta go him. I mean, good throw power, good speed. See if he can develop, but he was one of the best collegiate QBs at one point. Take Spencer Rattler. See if he can do anything with Daniel Jones. Maybe grow him, as Channing Tindall just went. Now I am going to go defensive tackle. Let's go PJ Mustfire out of Penn State. I mean, not that good of a skill set, but good size. I feel like the potential may be there as we head into the 7th round now, pick 10. This is the last one. Cole Bayless out of Oregon just goes. Reed Blankenship, available, CJ Verdell. I forget our positions of need and who we drafted in draft. So I think right now, I know we haven't gone a wide receiver yet. Logically, wide receiver is not going to make the roster. We have our 5, so I don't really want to waste a pick there. I'd rather just go out and sign a DFA. Wanya Morris out of Oklahoma makes the most sense to me right now, yeah. He's the only day 3 offensive lineman left. I mean, he's all around, which, not good, but it's not awful. Work with it there. So that's the end of the 2022 NFL Draft. I think overall we had a pretty solid draft class. I mean, we fixed a lot of needs, a lot of players. Our are going to be fitting a lot of holes. So we did go out and get Akeem Ikwanu, the 21-year-old 6'4", 320 blocker out of NC State. Is not the best pass blocker. He's better at run blocking than pass blocking, but a lot of potential. He's healthy. He should be good. A lot of potential there at the right tackle spot out of NC State. Would have really, really liked Evan Neal, but Akeem Ikwanu is going to be a good pick all around. Then we go out and get Tyler Lindbaum, one of the best centers, 6'4", 320. He's 22 out of Iowa, but good pass blocking, excellent lead blocking. He can push people down. He's strong. He's fast. That is going to be a really, really good pick there. Next, out of Boston College was Zion Johnson, the starting left guard for the Boston College Eagles. He comes over to New York. Not the best run blocker, not the best pass blocker either, but a good skill set, and he's probably one of the best guards on the Giants already, going to be starting day one. I mean, the Giants' first 3 picks, they completely fixed the left side of their, or the right side of the offensive line. Or they fixed everything on their offensive line, basically, except for maybe 1 or 2 positions. Kyren Williams out of Notre Dame, the elusive back, 5'9", 195. He is 23, so he is a little bit on the older side. It's not the best at breaking tackles or getting free, but he is extremely elusive. He's fast. He can catch. That should be a nice, fun pick to be the backup to Saquon Barkley and Tariq Cohen. Isaiah Foskey, the right end there from Notre Dame. He's more of a power rusher than anything. However, Isaiah Foskey is going to slide over and be the starting left end for the team, most likely. 74, 73 overall. He is 21, very young, 6'5", 260. A lot of room to grow. He's fast. He can get off blocks. He can get to the QB. He can do it all. I'm confident he can grow as a run stopper. Brian Osama is a pass coverage guy, but he does have a lot of potential in the field, and I think that his 75 zone with his good man, I mean, what's his man coverage? His man coverage is 67. I think he has a lot of room to grow, and I'm gonna stick with him as a middle linebacker, especially with us needing a middle linebacker and Blake Martinez getting older in age. We'll keep him there. Cade Cotton is going down because morale, which sucks, but solid catching, good deep route in 73, solid excel, solid catching, can block on the right side. He can block, which is what they need. Floyd Perine, fullback from Wisconsin, good lead block, excellent. That's what we need. Spencer Rattler, the former Oklahoma QB, going down in morale, but was just more so of a decent backup pick. PJ Mustafire was a very interesting pick. 6'4", 236. Good strength, which means he's going to be pushing back the line. That's really what I want. He's a solid tackler, too. He can recognize plays, so he shouldn't really get too much past him. And then Wyna Morris out of Oklahoma. It's not the best, but he's a good development guy. Taking a look at some of the other draft classes around the NFC East, Dallas went out and got Cataloon, Storm Duck, Nick Bonito, Romeo Dubes, Mohamed Ibrahim, and Bo Moth. The Eagles went out and got, obviously, Evan Neal, one of the best tackles. They went out and got Garrett Wilson, one of the best wide receiver. Nakobe Dean, Christian Harris, Jalen Weidemeyer, Nolan Smith, Obanina Aziz, Xavier Thomas, Trey Sterling, James Empey, and Owen Scott. This is a really good draft there for Philly. DeMarvin Leal is a new defensive tackle there. They do have Carson Strong, Luis Sign, Zach Carter, and yeah, taking a look at the top player in the draft. So it was a mix between Kayvon Thibodeau, Derek Stingley Jr., and Kyle Hamilton. Thibodeau obviously is probably going to be the best guy out of this draft class. Aiden Hutchinson as well for the Jets, Evan Neal, Kyer Lam, Jordan Davis, Edmar Garner. We did get Tyler Lindbaum there, Kayan Green. Bunch of offensive linemen. Should be a pretty fun draft class, I think, for us. I do want to adjust the roster real quick, switch around some guys. Quarterback's fine, running back is fine, fullback's fine, wide receiver is perfectly fine, tight end's fine. tackle-wise. Akeem Akawanu. No, he played left tackle all his college career. Andrew Thomas has really settled in as the left tackle, I think. So I want to move Akanawanu over to the right side. Let him grow there. Osemele is going to slide over to the right guard spot. We'll keep Zion Johnson where he's comfortable, which is the left side, and we'll go with Thomas and Johnson. And then we'll go with Osemele there. And we have Lindbaum, Nick Gates, and Jake Hansen. Just to clear up cap space, Jake Hansen can go. Osemele, Bredesen, and Dennis Kelly there. Or Derek Kelly, and then Akawanu and Matt Peart. Foskey is going to stay there as the left end, along with Johnson, Ojulari, Verche. There we go. That's really, really good. Markel Lee, Cam Brown. Omoa is going to stay as the middle linebacker there because he's not going to get playing time over all them. Yeah, we only went like 2 defensive players, and those were those 4. All right. We are not going to play preseason as we take a look at the Hall of Fame induction. I'm pretty sure it's just a Marcus Ware. Once it wants to load. Yep, it's DeMarcus Ware. 5+ finesse moves, yeah. Alright. So we have 59 of 75. I have no idea how much cap space we have to spend. And I do want to see, just in case we can find anyone good, such as Ndamukong Suh. Do we have the cap space for him? No, we do not. We don't have the cap space for anyone. So, to answer that question, 59 of 75. Do have some players to upgrade, which is a big rule. Hopefully Saquon can stay healthy all this year. Azeez Ojulari can get his speed upgrade. I mean, he's a pure playmaker off the edge. I know he only has a star dev, but he is coming off of a 7.5 sack year. Hopefully he can put up numbers such as those. So do have a lot of people returning from injury. So simming preseason week 1, we do escape 1-0. See what this is about. We took Andrew Thomas. You did not take Andrew Thomas in the first round, but okay. Let's work on his pass blocking. Well, we did take Andrew Thomas in the first round, but not this year. I will gladly take him, though, and improve him, because we need for Andrew Thomas to be that starting guy, as Dexter Lawrence is available from injury. Improve rookie. Who needs to be improved? Is it going to be Andrew Thomas again? Another former first-round rookie? Oh, okay. He's going to continue working with Andrew Thomas. He's not a rookie, but he was first round. Veteran wide receiver wants to mentor. Let's work on Kadarius Toney getting open. Let's work on his medium routes, because there you go. Kadarius Toney is an absolute god anyway, so it's going to be fun to use him. So you have to cut 6 players as well as improve Worky, your veteran, working with the first-round pick. Andrew Thomas received 2,500 XP. That's actually really, really good, as we have to cut six people. So I'm not going to cut 6 people based off what they do. I'm going to go to roster and cut my 6 people. Now, the first person I am going to cut is not necessarily a cut, but I'm going to practice squad Brian Lewerke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So David Sills, I cannot practice squad, sadly. So I will stick with Pharaoh Cooper there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Derek Kelly can go practice squad. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. TJ Brunson can go practice squad. Keep Carter Coughlin. Keep those 4 for now. Ellerson Smith can go practice squad. He really not done much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or Darius Williams can go practice squad there to work 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. That should be good. Right, is that 6? No idea how many players we have. Alright, yeah, alright, cool. Straight for the 3. Set the season goal. We're coming off of, I think, a 6-win year. I'll go 7 wins. We have an improved offensive line. I feel like we have an improved team all around as we open up against Philly at MetLife Stadium, but we open up against Philly. Let's man-to-man Aaron Robinson, see if we can continue to grow him out of what he does really best. Then we do have Xavier Mckinney. Obviously, McKinney is the future strong safety of this team. He's already sliding in there. He's going to grow as a strong safety and hopefully continue to. He enters his 3rd year. Opening day. What is key to victory? Do I feel? I think a dominating offense is. I feel like our defense is going to be able to hold in there, and I really want to establish the running game with Barkley. And obviously, Daniel Jones, but really Barkley. As I do want to take a quick look at some of the top prospects available. Jeff Lynch, top quarterback from LSU. So apparently LSU has 2 of the top QBs. We're going to switch that around just because it makes 0 sense. First off, who has the higher dev? Alright, we will switch Ronald Dahl to... Talia is a junior, I think. So if we do Maryland, just make this Talia Tagovailoa. Be a lefty though. We'll switch him around to Talia Tagovailoa. Alrighty, so that will be it for this episode. Actually, before we hop off, I do want to set some captains. So Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley is 2. The third captain will be Andrew Thomas. But first I have to find who. Well, actually, Nick Gates. As much as I like you as a captain, you are not going to be a captain anymore. Just because you're back up now to Lindbaum. It's alright though. Martinez for 4. Gano for 5. Alrighty. So that'll be it for this episode. I will see you guys later. Peace.